Hey guys, it's Deb. I'm here to show you another technique. I've been so busy making tags for a tag swap that I'm doing on Carlene's blog, Pink Scrapper 99, her blog spot. She's going to be running every month different tag swaps, so I've been busy making tags for that. And of course I'm busy making my postcards for the site yourpaperpantry.ning.com that I'm hosting with Yoli Bean. So anyways, I've been busy, and I came across a technique that I liked that I was doing on somebody's tag, and I wanted to show it to you. Thought I'd share it with you. I'm working close up, so hopefully it's not as blurry. Alright, so this is a piece of, this is a tag, this is chipboard, and I'm painting it with gesso, but you can use white acrylic paint. You don't if you don't have gesso, you don't have to, go out and buy it. Okay, now the whole idea of putting down a coating of something, a paint, on the chipboard before I start stamping, which I'm going to show you some stamping, is so that if anything gets absorbed into the chipboard, it will be whatever I paint on the surface. So the coating of this paint is actually seeping into the chipboard, and when I go to stamp, it will be, it won't sink in. It will have that protection there from the chipboard. So let me just paint this. And I'm just putting on white paint. Okay. So here it is. Alright, now I'm just going to dry it for a few seconds. Alright, sorry about that, the noise. I don't have to do it for long. I didn't put it on that heavy, so it should dry pretty fast. Okay. So there's a lot of different background stamps, like this is one. There's tons of background stamps that you can buy. And there's also stencils that you can use to do background work. So I dried this a little, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down some red pigment ink, okay, which is a lot darker than the Distress inks. So you want to blot this a little bit on a napkin or something to get a little bit of the ink off, unless you want it really, really heavy, because pigment ink comes off very bright and very heavy. So this is red, but of course with the white underneath there, it's looking like it's pink, which is okay. This stuff coming off is my, I think I pressed too hard on these little sponges and they end up coming off. Okay, let me just come out a little bit. Up. Okay. So I have that covered, right? Now there's different types of things, like I said, that you can use for the background. This is a stencil that I got in Michael's. Okay. Here's a stencil that I got online. Alright. So I'm just going to show you this stencil, and then I'm going to show you an idea that I got from watching someone else's channel, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So this is a Whisper White craft pigment ink that I got from Stampin' Up. So I'm just going to stamp a little, and then I'm going to pat this down on the stencil. And you could probably use, white ink. I mean, not ink, sorry, white paint. I could go back with the gesso and use white paint. But this gave it a softer look. I did try both. And I'm not going to do the whole thing because this really isn't why I'm... there's another reason why I want to show you this, why I'm doing this video. Okay, so this is how pretty it comes out. Okay, so let's say though that you're new, and I have a lot of newbies out there, and you don't have any stencils and you don't have any background stamps. All right, this is an idea for you. And I got this idea when I was watching Ruthie from Scrap Chicky channel. She had a haul that she was showing of something that she got. It was a stamp that she got at a thrift shop. And when I saw the stamp, I was like, oh my God, I could make that. And this is what I made. Okay. Now this doesn't have to be put on a block, an acrylic block. That's what this is. It doesn't have to be put on it. And what these are our dimensionals. Okay. So if you take these dimensionals and you put them down and you make up a design, you actually can create your own stamp. And let's say you don't have this acrylic block, you could put it on a piece of cardboard or some sort of anything actually that you could just hold and stamp down, because don't forget that these are sticky on one side and it becomes sticky after you peel off the top. But I don't want you to peel off the top because we're not going to waste these. So now I'm going to take these and, okay, I'm going to take these and I'm going to stick them in my white paint, my white craft pigment ink, and I'm going to stamp. Now look at that. I made my own stamp. So I thought that was pretty cool. That idea, like I said, was inspired when I saw Ruthie from Scrap Chicky show a stamp that she got at a thrift shop. It's just automatically, it's so funny how something can click. So, you know, they sell this foam in long pieces, and one side is sticky and the other side's not. And you can actually cut out your own designs and make your own stamps. But if you don't want to go out and buy something and you have these already, because most of us have these from scrapbooking, you could just take these and make up your own design. Now don't say, oh, you're wasting them, because you're not. Because what you can do afterwards is just take them off of this, and they still have the plastic, and you can just stick them back down in there, and they're still sticky on that one side, and they still have the cover on them. So this is the part that you would peel off, and then you would be able to use it. And you know what? Worst comes to worst, if that one side isn't sticky enough, just use a little glue. So let me play around. I have a little time, and I'm going to make up another design, and we're going to use the bigger ones. Now I'm going to put them closer together, and I'm going to put two big ones on the ends, and we're going to see the new design that we make up. Okay, they're very, very sticky. They'll go right back down on that plastic. So now I'm going to take them, I'm going to go into my craft ink again. Okay, and here's my board. And here we go, watch. See that? So there you have a background stamp. So you can do a lot of different designs with that. And I also like these. So you could play with these. And of course you know that you can make up your own stencils just by cutting things out of plastic. But here is the stamp, the stencil, and there's that stencil. And they really look the same. All you have to do is take these away and put two more of those, and you'd have the same design. So I thought I'd share that with you. Check it out. Maybe there's other things that you can find around the house that you can make background stamps. All right. And I hope everybody's having fun making all their swap items. I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.